welcome back to another car cast, Back in the car. Last time, it won't be in the studio, Every Sunday, welcome back. Yes, I'm in the car because I was at a place that I won't be at anymore, but you don't need to know that. It doesn't matter. All you need to know is life is good. We're back. Welcome. Feeling good about life. Got a whole new horizon coming. Really gonna lock down on this comedy thing and make a real push to speed up this process and make it my full-time thing. It was a good week of comedy. I did a show on Friday. It was nice. It was a show like in Osgood, Ontario. It's just outside of Ottawa. And it was nice because I got a free meal. Oh my god, amazing burger and fries. The fries were decent. The fries were good, but not great. But the burger was great. Amazing. And they're expensive. And they said you can order any one you want and get it for free. So of course I went for the most expensive. Only because it sounded the most delicious. Oh, and it was. And I hosted this show. It was a good, really fun show. Drove up with some friends, Scotty D, Carmina. It was really fun. It was a good time. And it was a really fun show. Like I said, I hosted, and like you do, starting off, it wasn't rough, it was actually good, but it wasn't what it was near the middle end. It was a great time, to be honest. Always a good time doing comedy, the thing I love, man. I'm so blessed to be able to do this. I'm so blessed, and it was fucking awesome. Oh my god, there was a fight there too between a really drunk lady and her ex-fiance. It reminded me of home. It reminded me of London, Ontario. It was funny. It was during the show, and I heard something about it, but then the last act before Scotty T, who headlined, she was on, and somebody was like, there was a fight outside. So I went to look, and the girl who was supposed to do a set, her very first set, the producer of the show was talking to her at the bar before the show and telling her about a comedy show, and she's like, I want to do it. So the producer was like, you can do a set, sure. I walked in, me, Carmina, we all came. He's like, hey, welcome, thanks for coming, guys, blah, blah, blah. This is actually whatever her name was. She's doing a spot, her very first time doing comedy. Okay. Talked to her for about 5 seconds, and I knew that's a horrible idea, and I can't wait to see it. And then, like 5 minutes before the show, she told the producer that she can't do it because she has to go home. She was there the entire time, in the bar. She is the one who ended up fighting someone, and when I heard she was the one, I'm like, no shit. Yeah, shocker. Literally reminded me exactly of many people I knew back home. And so the second last act before the headliner, Scotty D, who killed it, she was on, and so I heard about the fight, went to look, and there was no fight. They were consoling this girl, the owner of the bar, and then this guy in this big red truck drove by, stopped, and she tried to jump she jumped at him and was hanging on to him, and he started driving a little, and she almost fucking flew off. And then she's just freaking out, and then the owner had to drag her off of the guy, And then they got her off, and he drove away, and she just fell to the floor and started crying. And I'm like, holy fuck, I gotta go host some more. And so I went in. I didn't mention it. I did not mention it because I knew people would have rather watched the fight than the show. So kept it quiet. Did some time. Did my closer right before the headliner. Got a big pop. I was like, you can keep that energy going for your host. I'm the host. For your headliner of the night, Scotty T. Scotty T gets on, kills that shit. And then to close out the show, told them about the next show. And then I told them about the fight. And they're all like, oh no. And I was like, yeah, I told you now because you motherfuckers would have left. Shit. So that was wild. Super fun though. I gotta do my favorite joke I ever wrote. And I say I got to because that joke, I can't say much. And when I do, it normally doesn't go great, except the last 2 times. And I think that's because I'm getting better as a comedian. Also, I'm picking the time and place to say it. It's a risky joke. But I said it on Tuesday and then on Friday, and both times it went great. Tuesday was my comedy anniversary, 3 years doing comedy. And my boy Jake Storm also started around the same time as me. So we celebrated it together. We celebrated our comedy anniversaries at Poetiki Bar. Jake runs the show. And so like a month prior, beginning of March, he was like, he's like, I want to do an anniversary show for our 3-year comedy anniversary. We each do 20 minutes. And then on the show, we're all our friends. So like Scotty T was on the show, Serge Nkuzi, freaking Scott Yardwood hosted. There was supposed to be some other people on the show. They couldn't make it. So we got some other people. Our friend Mel Page was on the show. And she was hilarious. She called me and Jake her incestual sons because the bit was that we're getting married. Me and Jake both wore veils throughout the whole show and during our sets. It was epic, super fun, and man, it was really fun. I got to do 20 minutes. It was so fun doing 20 minutes. That's the thing. I wrote out, I wanted to do a tight 20. You know, I don't really get a chance to do 20 minutes, so I wanted to do a tight 20. But that didn't happen because just the feel of the show, I just felt like I had to, riff. And I was riffing, but I did some jokes, especially some newer ones that went good. To close out the show, not the show, because Jake closed out the show. I did my very first joke I ever said on stage in 2019 in London, Ontario. I did 2 sets. My first ever joke on stage was, I don't know why Michael Jackson, everyone calls him the King of Pop. I always thought he should have been called the King of Pop and Cherries. Terrible, yes. So I did that, and then I was like, and now I want to do my favorite joke ever, which I'm not going to say now because I'm saving that one. You'll hear it on stage if you come to the show. But I did that, and the first one, like I said, the Michael Jackson King of Pop and Cherries one, it went how you would think. People were like, and I'm like, yep, terrible, told you. And then the second joke went really good. And now I'm like, wow, that joke has some legs. When I first started doing it, I wasn't very rough around the edges, so I didn't do it good. I didn't do it correctly. But now, doing it pretty correctly, and it feels good, motherfucking shit. Yeah, that was fun, man. Poetiki Bar, everyone was there, a bunch of comedians, all our friends. There was 2 roast battle lottos, so just put your name in the lotto. There's normal lotto spots, but then when the roast battle lotto came, you just pick 2 random people and they have to roast each other on the spot. The funniest one was Carmina versus Todd Van Allen. Todd Van Allen is a headliner who's he's an older dude. He's probably getting close to 50, I would say. He's probably like 50. And Carmina's Carmina. So, if you know Carmina, she's a little crazy and new to this. And the roast battle was random. I forget any of the roasts. I don't think they even picked winners. It was just for fun, really. And yeah, that was epic. Really fun, man. Really great time. What a show. And then Wednesday, I got to open up for Eric Johnston, who's a killer, man. A killer. I worked last night, and it was funny because, so last time Eric was in town, killer. He was killing all the time. I've never had more people tell me, like audience members, that he's the funniest comic they've ever seen at Absolute. Like, even in general. Super killer. So I was hyping him up all week. Wednesday, killed that shit. He did great. And then, so I was hyping him up to everybody. Serge, Carmina, Ian, all them, right? And then Thursday, Serge was on the show with Eric. And Eric, I guess he didn't do great. And Serge was like, what are you talking about? This guy's one of the best ever, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, hey, I've only seen him kill ever. And kill like nobody else. Like, absolutely murder. And so on Saturday, I was like, okay, Serge, come through Saturday. I'm working, Carmina's working. We'll all watch together. And Eric destroyed. First time I ever seen someone get a standing ovation at Absolute. I've never seen that. Serge has never seen that. The waitresses, a lot of them have not seen that. A standing ovation. This guy murdered. And then he sells merch after. He has a bunch of merch. He made $800 in merch sales just after that early show. Absolute killer. It was amazing. So that was cool to see. That was cool because I was like, this is what I was talking about. He's a murderer. Crazy. So that was epic. And then, yeah. I've been having to wake up early. So I've been getting up at 5:30, 5:45 roughly every day for, not every day, but Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And yeah, I've been up on Monday night. Obviously, we watch Kill Tony every night or every Monday. And so I was up. I got up at 5:45 and I went to bed that night at 3:45. So I was up, no, maybe 4, honestly. Either way, I was up for 23 hours, basically. Maybe a little, maybe 22, but it was epic. Honestly, I love being sleep deprived. It's fun. It feels like you're high. So that was crazy. Really good week of comedy. Like I said, Monday, I don't know if I did a spot on Monday, did I? I might have did Barley Mow. I think so. And Swizzles, maybe? Was that this week? I think. I don't know. I can't remember. To be honest. Can't remember. Tuesday, like I said, the anniversary show, amazing. Wednesday, open for Eric Johnston, and I worked the door at Abs and opened for Eric, and that was fun. I hate it. I hate working and performing because I'm a comedian. I don't want people to have to interact with me before the show. So that was like, whatever. It is what it is. It was still fun though. You just have to acknowledge it, you know. I went on stage and I had to be like, hey, yeah, it's me, the guy who works the door. Pandery ass bullshit. So I said it quick and then got into my stuff, had a good set. It was super fun trying to get this shit tight. And yeah, that was fun. Thursday, my boy Sam. he was performing violin with Truce Jones, another great Ottawa artist, at the Rainbow Bistro. I've never been there. Great bar. It was a great bar. It was super fun. So what we did was I picked up everybody, and obviously Thursdays is Poor Boy. I didn't make it to the early show. Late show starts at 10:30. Sam got on stage at 10:30, so we watched Sam, and then we all rushed to Poor Boy. Made it just in time for all of us to get a spot. That was really fun. Oh man, it's fun. Got to talk to my boy Tavis too. We don't get to talk all the time, so it was nice. He was there. We were shooting the shit. We were talking about Irish people and Scottish people, because I did an Irish joke, and he's Scottish, so it was always nice to see him. Ooh, a Cybertruck. Yeah. Friday was the fucking Friendly Fork in Osgood, the one I was telling you about, the one I hosted, the fun ass show that was epic. Yep, that was fun. That was really, really fun. Ah man, life's good. Life is good. Gotta talk to my boy Patty for a little. Hey Patty. We talked on the phone for a little. I'm gonna call you soon, by the way. I I like to post these earlier in the day of Sunday, but I couldn't today because I'm an idiot. And I wanted to record last night in the studio, but I forgot. So I was like, okay, I'll do this when I can after the things. And I did. This is what this is now. Hello. Yeah. It's very interesting. Man, I love comedy so much. Like I said, I'm really gonna push to make this just my full-time thing. By the end of 2026, December 31st, 2026, I will be making my money doing comedy, I'm gonna make a comedy business, and when I say comedy business, I mean merch, running a monthly paid show, so people are buying tickets, bringing some money in through comedy, and even working at Absolute. That's making money through comedy, because I get to watch these headliners who are amazing. I get to meet these headliners who are amazing. I get to perform with them. It's amazing. Everything is amazing. Shit. It's what we do. It's the life we live. Yeah, man. There's a really good song by the Smiths I've been listening to. I forget what it's called, actually. I'll let you know sometime in life. But the hook, it's just like, I don't know why I spend valuable time with people who don't care if I live or I die. It's just such a good song, and it made me realize, like, yeah, man, that's so true. You spend so much time with people who don't care, you know, and that's just the regular life, living 9 to 5, which is a great thing, honestly. 9 to 5 is a perfect thing. Just for me, I'm like, I want comedy to be my 9 to 5, and it's not a 9 to 5, it's a freaking whatever nighttime thing. It's an all day thing, really, especially at the beginning, because you got to make money somehow through things. You know, I go vacuum Absolute. I can start selling tickets to shows. I can start like making my videos that I've been making, you know, like all that stuff. Comedy's gonna be my 9 to 5. That's just my passion in life, you know. It's amazing. People have these passions in life, and you gotta follow through with them. You gotta enjoy them. You gotta live it. You gotta learn it. I'm just ranting now, as I do to my journal diary thing, right, Patty? Anyways, who knows? I don't even know what I'm talking about. All I know is I fucking love shit right now, man. And like, that's the thing. Comedy's the one thing that I have that keeps me sane and happy, you know? I could be going through rough stuff, and if I get to do comedy, it makes me happy. Makes me joyous to the world. I believe that joy is spread through comedy. You're laughing, you're loving. It's all it's about, really. It's all we do, shit. It's all we do, motherfucker. Every day, making people laugh. I love you. I love all of you. Everyone who even glimpses at this. Everyone who even talks to me. Love everyone. Even the people who hate me. I don't hate you. I love you. You wouldn't be listening to this if you hated me, though. So, thank you for listening. Thank you for being a part of my life. Appreciate all of you. You're amazing. Bye for now.